This is the Sword of Light, and this is the Sword of Darkness. We'll be going on a secret quest to get these weapons. And yes, you can swap between the two swords at any time if you feel like being a Holy Knight or an Edgelord. Check the timestamps and let's get into it. And we'll first start with the Sword of Darkness. For this, we're going to need an item called the Hefty Furnace Pot, which actually requires a cookbook to craft. So you're going to go to the 3-path cross site of grace, and from here, we're going to make our way towards a rundown shack. And then you'll arrive right in the spot where you'll see these items on the floor. When you walk in here, you'll get the Greater Potinate Cookbook 2, which will allow us to start crafting the Hefty Furnace Pot. For this, you'll need 1 Furnace Visage, which luckily there are 2 right here in the room, so you have that item done. You're also going to need 2 Ember of Mesmers and 2 Red Flesh Mushrooms. If you quickly head over to the castle front, site of grace, right from here, you can go this direction, turn right, and right in this building over here, or it's this tent, not really a building, you'll find a Ember of Mesmer. Just go right back to the castle front and repeat that exact path again, and you'll have the Embers of Mesmers done. You also need 2 Red Flesh Mushrooms, and if you've been roaming around the world enough and picking up items, you should have them in your inventory, but if you don't, you just need to hop up over here from the site of grace, pick up this mushroom here, and then right over here on this side, you'll find the second one, and you'll have your red flesh mushrooms. You're also going to need an item called Hefty Cracked Pot, and you can find this over by going to the Scorched Ruins. And if you started your game and was already picking up items from the start, you'd probably have this, but if you don't and you want to make sure, the item that you're looking for is going to be located right about here on this body. Perfect. Now you can go right into your item crafting and make a Hefty Furnace Pot, and make sure to also equip it. After you get your Hefty Furnace Pot, the next objective of this mission is to go all the way to the castle watering hole. And if you don't have that unlocked, I'm going to show you exactly where to go from the Shadow Keep main gate. To get to this place, you just have to walk into this room. There is a boss fight here if you haven't defeated. It's a crazy hippo porcupine. After you beat that, you unlock a new set of grace, and then you just have to turn left. Once you're at the top, just enter into this room and dodge these knights. Walk out of this room, turn to the right towards the burning boats. Walk past the staircase. And then on your left will be a ladder that brings you down. That was close. From here, you're going to walk towards this waterfall and then go to the next ladder. Then walk into this room over here. Turn to the right and hit the wall. This will reveal another room. Walk into this room, drop down all the way in this water pathway, and then hop right into this coffin. This will then bring you to this location where you're going to hop on your horse, hop on that torrent, and you'll be in this area, the Skidoo Atlas. You're going to then save at the site of grace. And now you're in the castle watering hole. Right from the site of grace, you're going to want to head over to this location. Right where you see this big furnace golem, you're going to walk towards that area. And then you're going to turn left. Wrap around this building. And then start to climb up this rock pathway here. And then you're going to arrive at the top of the steps. Then you're going to place yourself in a nice spot where you can aim right directly inside of this furnace. So use the Hefty Furnace Pot just like this. It has to be the Hefty Furnace Pot, and that's going to wake up and activate the golem. Then you just have to drop down, and then you're going to walk inside of this area where he left. When you walk in here, after the furnace golem moves, you're going to make your way towards the right side, and you're going to see a glowing item, and you're going to pick this up, and this is going to be the Stone Sheathed Sword, which has a requirement of strength 16 and dex 8. And while it may seem like this does absolutely nothing, we're now going to head to where we can turn this weapon into the Sword of Darkness. In order to turn our Stone Sheathed Sword into the Sword of Darkness, you're going to head over to the Castle Front Site of Grace. Now from the Castle Front Site of Grace, hop on your horse, and we're going to go towards the west. until you see this little bridge. And just be careful of the little guys that pop out with poison, and they might jump out and attack you. Just keep going like this. There he is. There's one guy. Jump over him. And then you'll arrive right at this location. The Fog Rift Catacombs. From here, you're going to take the first elevator down. Then you can get the Site of Grace, and then keep going down here. Turn immediately left. Watch out for the ceiling falling down, so jump into this room. Unlike me, I missed. Walk to the edge so you can bait that down before you jump down. Otherwise, you're going to get hit like me. And you're gonna go call the next elevator down. Until you arrive in this room. Then what you're gonna want to do is go into this room here. Then you're gonna go further and over here. From here, you're gonna move on to the next corridor. And then after this goes up, you could then head all the way up here and kill these enemies at this spot. Afterwards, you're going to stand on top of this, like this, then jump into this as it comes down. This is going to bring you up to this floor, where you can pick up an item right over here. And then as this goes up, then you'll arrive at the altar, where you're going to examine it and place your Stone Sheathed Sword here to get the Sword of Darkness. Since you already have the main gate plaza unlocked in the Shadow Keep, let me walk you through how to get to the altar to get the Sword of Light. So from the main gate plaza, we're going to walk out this way. Ah, it's the first time I got hit. Then from here, you're gonna turn left. I gotta wait for this left. Oh, you're kidding me right now. Once you get up this lift, just go straight forward and you will unlock the storehouse first floor Site of Grace. From there, you're gonna just turn left and take this next lift all the way downstairs. When you arrive down, turn right immediately. Watch out for this pot here. There you go. You can bait it there and then go straight this way, and you're gonna turn left and go right down past this pot. From here, follow down these steps. And now you arrive at the West Rampart Site of Grace. From here, you're going to open this little door right here, and you're going to be on this giant bridge. You're going to make your way across this entire bridge. As you're going through, you're going to have this enemy raining down fire on you. So just make sure to get under the certain bridge sections if you want to heal or be safe. And then afterwards, you can keep going forward and fight the enemy, which will actually drop item called Salza's Hood and the Rain of Fire incantation. You actually get to use exactly what they dropped. When you're in this room, take a right and then climb up this steps here, where you'll then hop on this lift and take it up. You'll then arrive at the Viaduct Minor Tower Site of Grace. We're then going to walk right outside here, and you can hop on Torrent. And just follow me through this entire path that we're going to go on. From here, just go straight down. Then walk in the door right here, or open it if it's closed for you. We're going to turn left, enter this door to keep going. And you'll see some wind on the floor. You're going to drop down right over here. You're going to see a statue right there. And from the statue, you're then going to turn left. When you come out of here, you'll see a knight over there. Avoid that enemy if you're not ready to fight. They are very, very strong. And then go forward until you arrive at this site of grace right here, which is the Ancient Ruins East. From this point, you're going to go down and cross this bridge. There is going to be a furnace golem across this bridge that blows fire. So make sure to avoid that and not get caught up in it. And drop down to the second one here. And then go up these steps. From this point, you're going to go straight up this pathway. You're going to see waterfalls to your right. And then you arrive at this next site of grace, which is the Ancient Ruins West. We're then going to go into this building, or these ruins here. And just, you want to dodge these little ping pong balls coming down. They hurt. These are definitely not ping pong balls. They're red. We're going to go up here and we're going to turn to the right. And what you want to do is go straight out this way. Keep going straight. You're going to see this little structure. Walk right through it. There are enemies here that are pretty strong. And then go into this building here. And get ready to heal, because these are the most annoying enemies in the entire game. And they're even worse in the DLC. There you go. There, I got my first hit. We're going to go down this pathway the best we can. And then we're going to turn right over here. And then you're going to start seeing some stuff here. At this point, you're going to cross the bridge. And look, all these players are leaving hints that this is the invisible bridge. It's kind of crazy to see a full invisible bridge. And when we go forward here, when you arrive at this altar, you're then going to take your Stone Sheathed Sword and raise it towards the altar and then make it into the Sword of Light. And the Sword of Light has a faith requirement of 24, Dex 11, and Strength 14. Now that you've got your Sword of Light and Sword of Darkness, you should check out this video right over here.